Hi everybody, this is a round of Caligino's Caper, the Wave 666 of Mans vs Machines that I played with a couple of friends. Curiously, the same of the past video, that is Pluto and Bombitriy. Rest of the team is perfectly random. They are strangers, some of them never saw the end of this wave. Anyway, with my preferred defensive loadout, that is the Beggar's Bazooka, the Conqueror and the Disciplinary Action, I have no fear. And the first $5,000 this mission grants allows me to max out every resistances and buff my primary enough to take care of any threats that this wave can offer. The main focus of Pluto was allegedly to try the A+ for this mission. That's not even necessary because there is so many cash around that you don't even have the time to spend it all. For example, you'll see me never dying for the whole mission, and my only addition will be at mid of this video. As you may have seen, my upgrades for my primary are for sure the reload speed maxed out immediately, and then a fairly large amount of damage. 1 point of rocket specialist because I just need to damage with no fall off and don't care very much about the projectile speed that it grants. I start with some HP on kill and some ammo capacity. You can see that we don't have any NG, no sentry aim boat helping us, and our scout focusing on taking all the money. Is it an impossible mission, do you think? Well, you'll see that half the team being more than average skilled, and this mission can be passed without fear. It's a pity that it's only boot camp mode. You don't get anything, but all in all you know that. Advanced missions like Broken Parts or Empire Escalation are harder than this wave, much harder, because there are many Uber medics, while in Wave 666 there aren't any, apart at the very end. And the cash, you start with a huge amount of cash, so as soon as you know where to put those money in what upgrades, you are good to go. And about the strategy, you see, I'm a Beggar's Bazooka, so spam is king. And remember, as soon as you can, just mindlessly spam your mouse one button in order to fire one rocket at a time, but faster than with your stock rocket launcher, and as you have an endless clip rocket launcher. And when you get enough charge of your Conqueror, then it's time for sound on it, because your team and you will be thanked of your health regeneration as soon as you hit anybody. And since the robot horde is large, it's not that difficult to hit any of them. That, together with the maxed out resistances, the bullet, the blast, the criticals, and also firing at this point, allows you to really survive anything, even close quarters, because the self-damage you get is restored by the Conqueror or the milk of the Scout, or even the HP on kill that you surely will benefit being so close to your enemy. So remember, you are a beast that attacks at close quarter almost. It's okay at mid-range, but you have no reason to stay in the back lines, remember. You can dish such a large amount of damage staying close without fear. Even giants are not a problem. While milked by our scout and going so slow, they are harmless to my eyes. And when tanks spawn, your Beggar Bazooka is pretty much the most useful thing of the team under this condition. Sometimes I would have liked to swap my Conqueror for the buff banner, because for tanks it's a godsend, but we hardly had any time to go back to spawn, being pretty much immortal because of the milk of the Conqueror and our upgrades. This mission is really that hard as the Nick Nightmare would bring you to suppose. It's just long and one wave only, So if you are defeated, you shall restart from the very beginning, and that's awful. But just don't let the robots drop the bomb, and you are okay.
Thanks, soldier.
And one awesome thing of the HP on kill at this thing can overheal you, so you really, in this large crowded mission, can double your health just simply killing a mob of scouts, and that's awesome. We have a pyro, but the Beggar's Bazooka is almost on par with this, because the pyro is not going the flow incinerator, so I definitely wouldn't see much of difference between stock flamethrower and the upgraded Beggar's Bazooka. And about the other soldier, the airstrike parachute guy, you know what I think. The airstrike is a bad weapon for MvM, because by rising in the sky, the already lower damage of your rockets will worsen with even less damage because of the fall-off. Nothing compares to a Beggar's Bazooka. It may be fun, but useless.
Is halfway through.
The Pyro, the Demoman, and the other soldier as strangers. Bombitriy, with his classic heavy loadout, is doing his great job as you would expect by a heavy. It's funny, because we can destroy tanks faster than the next mob of robots enters the field. It's quite relaxed as a Wave 666. We are even the time for congaing a bit. It's a pity that demos can't proper render these newer tones. See, with the Conqueror I don't really even need a new canteen, and same would apply to our teammates, but they are strangers, so they may not know how things work. If possible, I try to get replenished my ammo while sounding in the Conqueror. Two birds with one stone. Okay, time for a slight pause to upgrade. We have enough cash to max out pretty much everything, from the less useful resistance to the damage, the ammo, even the rocket specialist of my primary, and the duration of my conqueror. We are going to approach the endless spy phase. Just some other minor demonites and soldiers mobs, then some tanks, and will be granted by those Frenchmen. Damn Bombitriy and his upgraded jump. I couldn't hit you. Okay, now time for the directives mobs, and then the heavies with the giant medic. That's the reason why I bought great canteens. With the help of the final war of Pluto, these giants fall like leaves. It's definitely amusing.
Conga, you fools! Ah! Ah!
They don't last longer without a crit canteen, to be honest. Proof, crit canteens are pretty useless. If you have a good scout, fun worrying. But I have to spend my money either way, so crit canteens will suffice. Now, first tank before the spy horde. As Pluto says, the spy hell. Some of the strangers is getting the achievement for tank busting in less than 20 seconds. From now on, it's better to check my back very often. I feel cozy in this little cottage, so for some seconds I can do my part, keeping my back at safe. It's a very pity that one or two spies died far from our scout reach, so I'm sorry Pluto, but you failed your A+ desire. We'll do another time.
almost to the hatch! All fighters destroyed! Break their metal bones!
I'm trying to see whether the taunt can keep the Conqueror charged. Well, my fault. It's not like the beggar's bazooka loaded barrel that can't keep the rockets inside while taunting. Okay, now time for the critical ansman. Those bowmen are pretty harsh, if you ask me. Those are the things that pretty much killed me, almost. You just need to use defenses as a defense, as a cover. Oh, the arrows I carry. And now time for the critical soldiers. Even those are pretty nasty, especially their knockback. But I believe I can fly, so there isn't a problem with them. See my health reaching red level? God bless the Conqueror, as I can regain pretty much all my health by just hitting and spamming into the crowd. And now time for the critical pills of the Demo Man.
You have killed all the spies!
And now it's time for the critical pyros, whose only threat is that they can air blast back my shit. and then critical scouts with their scattergun.
Alert! The tank is halfway through!
And then the last part, with the heavy, the critical heavy, with the medics. Nothing to have worries. My maxed out Beggar's Bazooka with the rocket specialist will take care of those Uber medics. No worries. We are really approaching the end of this mission, and I show you the scoreboard of this mission in a minute. Okay, so for just $64, Pluto failed his his record, but we did a pretty good job nonetheless with 3 strangers in the party. So 242 kills, more than 100 assists, and just one death. But it happened at class switching at the beginning. It was voluntary as spawn. So flawless, 1 life, 1 victory, Caligino's Caper. Have a nice day, guys.
Okay, enough.
And thanks for watching.